Hey, thanks for clicking this video. Just a friendly reminder, this is a clip from my previous live stream. And if you want to catch me live in action so you can join the conversation, just remember I live stream Sunday through Friday. That's 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. And I'm going to post the time right here because I know some people don't want to Google. So nevertheless, go ahead and enjoy this video. Okay, here we go. All right, let's take a listen.
As we mentioned right before this break, we just got a bit of breaking news tonight. Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's been a staunch ally of President Donald Trump, recently has broken with him on health insurance subsidies and the Epstein files. Just announced within the last 10 minutes she is leaving Congress in the new year, not retiring, not going to run for re-election, leaving. She's out January 5th, 2026. It has been a remarkable week to watch what appears to be a weakening of the MAGA coalition and a splintering of its cultish support for Donald Trump. It started with the House passing the bill to release the Epstein files, with every Republican except one voting yes. Senate then passing the bill in unanimous consent. The next day, Donald Trump had to sign the bill that he'd fought so hard against, and that began the 30-day countdown for the Department of Justice to release the files. They now have just 28 days left. Then today, we end the week with the televised love fest between Trump and the Democratic Socialist mayor-elect of New York City, and Marjorie Taylor Greene saying she's basically leaving the MAGA movement, which must be at the very least.
Hold on, time out. Let's slow down, okay? I'm sorry. It's so much news happening. Like, I am having whiplash at this point, and I'm not even joking, okay? Yesterday, we were talking about AOC and Zoran betraying us, or maybe doing some things behind the dark that we can't understand. And now I done watched hours of Zoran having a very pleasant conversation with Trump, and Trump is being understanding to a Democratic Socialist's policies in supporting him. And then I hear Marjorie Taylor Greene is leaving politics. Like, am I gonna hit the lotto today? Do I need to play? I don't even know how to play the lotto. I wouldn't even know how to play, but it feels like I need to. I don't understand what is happening here. Hey, I'm just saying, I'm happy. Like I said in my video, I would respect Marjorie and her apology if she left politics. And then a few days, this happens. So I have to be a man of my word. And trust me, I am. I will. All day, every day. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, if you're ever going to watch this, which if you do, go ahead, subscribe, become a member, like the video, do all that good stuff. But thank you. Now your apology seems to be more legit than just strategic. Now, of course, we got to see what's happening in the future, but now I can receive that apology, even though you were disgusting, hateful, bigoted person. As long as I've known you, I am willing to understand that people will change. People have the capacity to change throughout their life. And if this is what she's doing, and like I said, the biggest sign to do that is to leave politics. And is she doing that? If that's the case, hey, I accept your apology. And you know what? You get a mile-high salute, and see you later. Trust me, you will not be missed. But I do appreciate that. But let's continue.
It's confusing to Trump's MAGA base, if not downright maddening. Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna sponsored the bill to release the Epstein files. He's also an early endorser of Donald Trump's new favorite mayor, Congressman. Congressman, welcome. I imagine that you have not had an opportunity to read the comments from Marjorie Taylor Greene or see her video. I know obviously she was one of the four Republicans who signed the discharge petition. I want to just read a few parts of this and get your reaction, because you have worked with her. She sort of complains about the results.
Indy, you say probably go for the governorship in 2026. Now, if that's the case, then I take back my acceptance of your apology. Once again, you're just playing politics. Which, if that's what she's doing, then that's whack. But if she's leaving, then that's what I would prefer.
It's always being the same, no matter who's in power, the political industrial complex, the debt going higher, corporate and global interests remain Washington's sweethearts, small business swallowed by big corporations. She then talks about having too much respect and dignity to have her sweet district endure a hurtful and hateful primary against me by the president, then in turn to be expected to defend the president against impeachment after he hatefully dumped tens of millions of dollars against me and tried to destroy me, which seems to suggest she anticipates another impeachment vote. It's so absurd and completely unserious, I refuse to be a battered wife hoping it all goes away and gets better. There is no plan to save the world or insane 4D chess game being played. I will be resigning from office, my last day, January 5th, 2026. What do you think about that?
But she's more in touch with some of the populist MAGA base than Donald Trump is at this point. And, I've gotten to know Marjorie Taylor Greene. This idea that she's only standing up for the Epstein survivors because she was snubbed on a Georgia race is just not true. I mean, maybe that's part of factors of her thinking, but people are more complex than being caricatures. And the reality is there are just a few areas where she disagreed with the president, which she spells out in her letter. She said, look, I wanted to stand with survivors. I oppose this idea of a moratorium on AI regulation. I don't think we should just have the tech oligarchs do whatever they want. And I don't like the idea of foreign wars. I don't like us shooting boatmen off the coast of Venezuela. And she says she supported Donald Trump in 2015 when no one did. But her deviating on Epstein, on healthcare premiums, on AI regulation, on anti-war was too much for Donald Trump. And frankly, she believes he's losing touch with some of the coalition that he built.
Now, with that, I hope, which this is probably not even, it's probably just a hope, but I hope people can see that when politicians are putting their loyalty in a person, in their party or in their president, like they're doing with Donald Trump and not the American people, I hope they understand the dynamics is dangerous. Like she said, throughout her I guess tweet where she's saying that, she's going to resign. She's fearing a primary from Trump or Trump being against, her and whoever is going to be, trying to primary her. That's not how that should be working. I mean, I kind of like the dynamics, but it should be whoever the people want. Our president should not have that much power to where they can be the deciding factor on who represents whatever state or county. It should be the people. So if the people want Marjorie, then the people want Marjorie. It shouldn't be up to Trump. But they built their identity around Trump. They built their identity around his energy and his policies. And when you go against that, that's the end of your career. You're done. Bye-bye. Hasta luego, amigo. So, it is what it is. So, but once again, I'm definitely not going to shed a tear for Marjorie. No. But I hopefully we don't have to ever see her again.
Let me just play a little bit of because I read it here. I want to just so people can hear what she has to say in her own voice. Take a listen.
I have too much self-respect and dignity. I love my family way too much, and I do not want my sweet district to have to endure a hurtful and hateful primary against me by the president that we all fought for, only to fight and win my election while Republicans will likely lose the midterms.
Hola, how's your Spanish?
Oh my God. Jesus.
You should try.
Hey, ain't that about it? Okay, while the ad is playing, once again, I don't have the ad blockers. I don't really care about stuff like that. But hey, we got to deal with ads. So, but DP, you said I personally think she's gearing up for a 2028 run. I think she would get smoked. Honestly, I think she would get that. Wouldn't even be. Nah, it's like AOC running. Oh, I think that was all of it. That was all the video. So, but once again, guys, I'm not going to shed a tear. I'm not going to lose any sleep. Anthony Grimes, you say they created the Trump monster. Yes. And now they have to deal with it. They have to fight it. And you're going to lose that battle. Not one Republican is still in a position of power that is against Trump. They're all gone, or they're quiet and they're just playing along like Ted Cruz, that coward. So once again, honestly, maybe, if I had to bet on it, which I'm not a betting man, I would bet that she is doing this strategically to get X spot or whatever, president, governorship, whatever. But please be genuine and just leave politics. We need less hateful people and trying to capitalize off of people's bigotry and racism. We need less of that and more people who are actually trying to provide for all American people. I know that sounds cliche, but I would prefer that.
Yeah.
That's it.
See how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra.